I'm in Scotland right now at the moment, and I don't normally make firmware update videos, but this one is actually quite cool because it changes the way the drone moves. Philip Bloom for a long time has been pushing and pushing for there to be tripod mode like we used to have on some of the older drones such as the Mavic Air. Finally, nearly a year old, the Mini 3 Pro finally has that. Even though it's not called tripod mode, it now gives you the ability to move a lot slower to create those cinematic shots. So we're going to give you a test today, see what we can capture it, go a few different locations in Scotland. I'm going to show you guys what we can capture with it. So obviously first you want to update your drone, update the firmware, and then go to the top right corner here and gain and expo tuning. So I'm going to leave normal as it is, and gain and expo tuning I'm going to go to Cine and move all these down to 1 as slow as possible. Okay, now this is amazing because it means you can keep your thumb steady, you can push it all the way and your drone still won't go quickly. Before you had to do these little, you had to rely on your pressure to be slow, which is hard to be consistent. And like I said, Philip Bloom was having to play around with different sticks to do that himself. And DJI finally remembered about cinematographers. So let's send the drone up and capture some shots here. For this video, I'm going to turn the obstacle avoidance off because I'm confident flying the drone this slowly, you don't really need them. The drone is moving really slowly. So it gives you a lot more confidence, especially when you're in tight spaces, to be able to control your drone. What I've always thought would be really cool is having really slow cinematic shots is tilting the gimbal upwards. Let's try something different here because we don't really use this enough generally. So I've got gimbal all the way up and I'm going to just slowly... Wow. That's pretty cool. So exposure is quite difficult in this shot because we've got such a range of different tones, but just for demonstration purposes, I think this shows what you can do with this mode. Let's flip it around the other way actually. Sometimes when you're having issues with the exposure, just switching the drone round might make all the difference. Yeah, here it's far more easy to expose this way round. So let's have a look this way. So I'm at the Knock, the top of the Knock in Crieff, the exact same spot I filmed here 5 years ago. Want to use the foreground to frame the shot. I don't want to just send it out where I don't know where it is to start with. So I've got it in Cine mode. I've used the new firmware updates. I'm going to use this just to create some cinematic, slow moving shots. There's no rush with these shots. I do appreciate when DJI improve the drone like they have here. But I also think this should have been released a lot earlier. And it's slightly annoying that we've gone to all these places with our drone and we could have captured more easily these cinematic shots, these slow shots. So yesterday I also tested this out at a waterfall. I also went to a monument. When you're closer to towers, churches, castles, definitely worth considering using the Cine mode for your orbits because the closer you are, sometimes using the sticks on normal mode, it can move too fast. And obviously the further back you are, you then go full. Sometimes even on sport mode with orbits can look really good. So with your vertical video, and I'm not a big fan of vertical video, I do the odd shot here and there, but when I have tried the odd vertical video with a tower, by its nature, you're getting closer to the tower. And that's when having really slow settings are going to help. Another setting to point out, guys, that's changed with the new update is we've got a further range now with the brake sensitivity. So the lower we go, the longer the drone takes to come to a stop, which does smooth out the flying. However, you need to be careful because, especially as I'm flying near branches, I don't want that too low because it's harder to judge when the drone is actually going to stop. So I'm going to keep mine today at 100. And if you also want to stop even more suddenly, for example, when you're using sport mode, you can take it all the way up to 150. Another nice feature with this new update is you've got the option to either reset all settings and also clear all data. So maybe I'm not going to do it today, but if you've been playing around and you want to change things, you can go back to how it was as your drone when it first arrived. Also clearing all data, so let's say you're going to sell your drone, then it's handy to do this. You can hit the clear button, it'll get rid of all your flight logs, everything. But If you have any issues with your drone, then don't clear this, because DJI will want to know what happened for your warranty, etc. So just be careful with that. Only do it if you really have to, if you have to sell it, etc. I know a lot of you guys are excited about waypoints. Do you think, let me know in the comments, do you think we'll ever have that on the Mini 3 Pro? Do you think they'll give us that feature? I would also love, on the return to home, like on the Mini 2, that we're able to pan the drone around. I would be very excited about that. So guys, now I'm going to stick to Sunday 1 PM uploading time. This is just a little short video today, just a little update video. But next week is going to be a much better vlog, and we're going to share more tips, show you around Scotland as well, and I'll see you guys in that video.